Do you believe what Adam Peters is about to do? The most fearless GM in the NFL is seconds away from dropping $21 million, and this could either save or bury Jayden Daniels, a 6'7" former All-Pro ready to lock down the blind side? But if this fails, kiss that Super Bowl dream goodbye. Stick around before the Cowboys swoop in on this news. Another massive contract. Or a hidden trap. A star wide receiver is coming off an injury and Washington wants to sign him. If they land him, Daniels would have the most lethal arsenal in the NFC. But paying $22 million for a busted ankle? This decision could burn the franchise to the ground if it goes south. Betrayal in the trenches? A hero with 10.5 sacks is negotiating with the arch-rival. If Dallas steals him, Quinn's QB corridor is going up in flames. Are they really going to let go of the guy who revived his career year just for a few extra bucks? This is war, and Jerry Jones is aiming straight at US. Subscribe now or you'll miss whether Peters plays hero or villain. Commanders fans, listen up. Is Adam Peters about to pull out the checkbook to bring a Titan to the offensive line? We're talking about Ronnie Stanley. Is this the move that will finally protect Jayden Daniels and dethrone the Eagles? I've got all the details that will shake up the NFC East. Ronnie Stanley in Washington? We're talking about a 6'7" monster, former All-Pro, a leader with the Ravens, and maybe the shield Jayden Daniels needs. But let's get straight to the point. Commanders fans, let me be real with you. Washington's offensive line got exposed in the NFC Championship. How did they give up 5 sacks against Philadelphia? And now, with Sam Cosmi out due to a torn ligament, this is a full-on emergency. Adam Peters has $65 million in cap space. And Ronnie Stanley costs $21 million per year? So now I'm asking you, is this insanity or a stroke of genius? Look at the numbers. Stanley played 34 games in 2 years, proving that he's made of glass critics wrong. Risky investment? Maybe. But what's the better option? The other free agent tackles are either broken down or retired. And without protection, Jayden Daniels won't make it to 2026 on his feet. Brandon Coleman, left side or interior? That's the dilemma. The rookie has shown flashes, but would you trust that third-round pick to protect your franchise quarterback's blind side? I wouldn't. If Stanley comes in, Coleman could slide to guard. But is that his natural position? Be careful, Commanders fans. If Peters messes up here, Daniels will be in survival mode every single Sunday. And don't forget, the Ravens are out of money. With only $5.95 million in cap space, Baltimore can't even offer Stanley a cup of coffee. This is our chance. But paying $21 million for a 31-year-old tackle? Let me tell you this, if Stanley signs for 3 years and gives 2 dominant seasons, Washington plays in the Super Bowl. But if he gets injured, goodbye cap flexibility. So what does Adam Peters do? This is a go all in or fold type of play. If he wants to win now, while Daniels is still on a cheap rookie deal, he's got to take the risk. But building through the draft? Waiting another year with a rookie tackle would be a crime. Commanders, the window in the NFL closes fast. My verdict? Adam Peters needs to sign Ronnie Stanley. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, the risk is real. But you know what's even worse? Seeing another talented QB get ruined by bad protection. Protect Jayden, build the trenches, and make Philadelphia tremble. And now I ask the Commanders family, would you pay $21 million for Stanley, or would you trust Coleman and the draft? Are they about to break the bank for an injured star receiver? We're talking about the possible arrival of Chris Godwin, and I'm telling you this move could either launch them to the Super Bowl, or drag them into complete chaos. Listen up, Burgundy and Gold family, the franchise is back in the eye of the storm and the rumors are blazing hot. Ian Valentino from the 33rd team has dropped a bombshell. Chris Godwin, Buccaneers wide receiver, as Washington's top target in free agency. Now let me ask you all, is this the kind of player we need to finally take that next step? Or are we about to repeat past mistakes by throwing millions at a veteran coming off a serious injury? Know this, Godwin is no ordinary receiver. Before breaking his ankle in Week 7, the man was averaging 82 yards per game and was an absolute beast in the slot under Liam Cohen's system. 5 touchdowns in 7 games, people. Pro Bowl numbers. But here's the problem, how far are we really willing to gamble? Spotrac says his market value is $22.5 million. I'm telling you, that contract, at 28 years old and coming off an injury, is a ticking time bomb. Are we paying that much for a receiver who might never be the same again? Or do we negotiate and play it smart? And let's not forget what this team needs. Terry McLaurin needs help ASAP. Jaden Daniels, after a historic rookie season, deserves elite weapons if we're serious about competing against the Eagles and Cowboys. Without a true WR2 impact player, folks, this team remains stuck in mediocrity. But here comes my warning. Are we really going to spend big on Godwin when there might be younger, safer options in the draft? Now hear me out. If they sign him, this could be the catalyst that ignites Daniels' explosion. Just picture it, McLaurin outside, Godwin tearing up the slot. That offense would be unstoppable. But what if the injury slows him down? What if he turns into another case of paying for a name instead of real production? The Commanders cannot afford to make a mistake here. Here's my verdict. If they can work out a smart deal with performance-based incentives and injury protections, go for it. But throwing $22 million at him blindly, that's insanity. Daniels' window is opening, and we need to be aggressive, but with precision. And now the question that's driving fans crazy. What would you do? Would you sign Godwin at $22 million a year, trusting he'll return to Pro Bowl form? Or would you look for cheaper alternatives and bet on the draft? What's going on here, Washington, Commanders? I have a bombshell that's shaking up the capital of football. Dante Fowler Jr., our hero with 10.5 sacks, linked to the Cowboys. Yes, you heard right. The same man who helped us reach the NFC Championship could be crossing the trenches to our archenemy. But I ask you, are we really going to let Jerry Jones steal another talent from us? Look at the numbers, people. Fowler wasn't just a cheap signing, $3.3 million for 10.5 sacks, 20 pressures. This is highway robbery. And now Dallas, who had him in 2022 and 2023 without getting even half of that performance, comes like a vulture sniffing fresh meat. Please! Here's the truth. Dan Quinn rescued him from oblivion, gave him a system where he shined. And now that he revived his career, would he go with those who buried him? I don't think so, family. But watch out, Commanders, this is a bidding war. We paid him peanuts for a year of glory. Are we going to be fools and let Dallas offer him a couple more million? I tell you that if this defensive front loses Fowler, we take 2 steps back just when Quinn is building something special. Now I ask, what's worth more? Saving a few bucks on salary or keeping a pass rusher who knows the system and has already shown chemistry with this team? If the Cowboys want him, it's because they know it weakens US. Let's not fall into the trap. Last call, franchise. Either open the wallet and give him a worthy contract, or get ready to see number 97 hunting quarterbacks. On the wrong team. What would you do? Commanders family, we need your voice. Would you write the check for Ronnie Stanley and his $21 million in the franchise tag, or trust Coleman and a rookie from the draft to protect Jaden Daniels? Come on, the future of the offensive line is at stake. And what about Chris Godwin? Do we pay $22 million annually betting that he regains his Pro Bowl level, or is it better to explore cheaper free agents or even the draft to avoid breaking the salary cap? This decision could define the season. Here's the bomb. Do you prefer an expensive but proven passer who already knows the system and has chemistry, or take a risk with a cheap rookie or free agent to save money? Without this player, our defense would lose its identity. Comment with your ideal plan. What's the master move for the Commanders in this 2025? Join the discussion, be part of this family, and help us build the most passionate channel in the NFL. Subscribe and don't miss any explosive analysis, VIP rumors, and debates that set the fans on fire. And remember, hail to the Redskins!